chicken from space. This assassin was first seen in Godzilla vs. Gigan exactly 50 years ago, where it teamed up with Ghidorah to take down Godzilla. Led by the Nebulans, insect-like aliens that resemble giant upright cockroaches that can, rather disgustingly, take the form of recently deceased humans, essentially wearing them as a skin suit. They plan to take over Earth and destroy humanity to turn the planet into their own peaceful utopia as they witness the humans slowly destroy the planet with industrial pollution. Gigan has gone down in history for being one of the only creatures to make Godzilla bleed so profusely. With his razor-sharp blades and buzzsaw chest, he really did a number on the king of the monsters, and left a lasting impact on fans of the series. Following this appearance, he showed up once again in Godzilla Final Wars, but with a new epic cyborg design that makes us think of him less like a funky space chicken and more like the badass space bounty hunter he was always intended to be. Essentially, he's like Godzilla's equivalent to Boba Fett, and that makes him one of the coolest monsters in the Godzilla franchise. So, why is he so underutilized? There's tons more that can be done with this kaiju. Why does Mechagodzilla get 6 films, but Gigan only gets 3? Well, fans of the classic monster need not to worry, since because it's Godzilla vs. Gigan's 50th anniversary, we're getting 2 new short films produced by Toho. One is the live-action rematch between Final Wars Godzilla and Showa Gigan, but the one we're taking a look at today is Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex. Specifically, who is Gigan Rex? That's a variation of the name we've never seen before, and today we're going to get to the bottom of it. The film is being directed by Takuya Inishi. The short has been in production for a long time. First announced back in 2020 with a release date of 2021, before being pushed back to 2022 to align with Gigan's 50th anniversary. It's an official Toho-produced sequel to his fan animation from 2019, so it's great to see Toho getting in there and endorsing fan-made work for a change. Of course, Godzilla gets a new design, but the star of the show, Gigan, has had a radical makeover. Of course, he still has the iconic scythe hands, the fins, the red Cyclops eye, and chest buzzsaw, all things found on Showa Gigan. But his body shape has changed completely, appearing more rotund and more smooth, looking like it's made from an alien material not found on this planet. The rounded corners especially give him an almost UFO-like appearance. This makes Gigan appear truly bizarre. And what's most interesting is that there's actually multiple Gigans, which is a first for the character. Considering how much damage one Gigan did, several of them will surely defeat Godzilla. But are these the Gigan Rexes? Well, probably not. Rex is Latin for king, so the name suggests they have a leader, one that stands above the rest. So, who is Gigan Rex? Well, just recently, Bandai revealed some new figures connected to the Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex film, and Gigan here is red. Now I thought to myself, hang on, a red Gigan? We don't see a red one in the trailer. Then I rewatched and noticed that at the very end of the trailer, there is a red Gigan, just like the figure. What's the significance of this version though? What makes this one stand out? Well, from the get-go, we can see he's significantly larger than the rest of the monsters. With the other Gigans, the surrounding buildings stood up to their waist, but for this red one, they barely make it past his calf. Also, if you look closely, his design is quite different. He has a lot more small details, with ridges and armor plating, and is lacking the infamous buzzsaw chest. It becomes inherently clear that this is Gigan Rex. But here's why I think he's more interesting than just some big new boss. Since Gigan is a cyborg, it's my theory that Gigan Rex is what forms when all the Gigans come together and fuse to become one giant entity, similar to the Megazord from Power Rangers. In fact, this looks kinda similar to the Megazord from the 2017 Power Rangers film, so perhaps that was an influence. We can even see Gigan Rex rising up as if it just got its bearings after all the Gigans fused together, and we can assume that this is its first roar, its battle cry to make its presence known. If Godzilla was kicking multiple Gigans' asses, perhaps swatting them out the sky with his atomic breath, they would need to combine their strength, defense, and abilities into one giant unit, which will be known as Gigan Rex. This would come in handy for all sorts of space colonization, assisting the Nebulons in their intergalactic conquest, and can be utilized depending on the situation, being able to choose between either numbers or brute strength. Gigan Rex will also have a greater energy output for its deadly laser, which would have a larger chance at severely wounding the mighty king of the monsters and burning entire cities to the ground. This way, Godzilla's atomic breath would be less effective due to his stronger combined armor, and Gigan will be able to get close to Godzilla, which is where he can deal significant damage with his razor-sharp scythes. Godzilla would most likely have to muster up a new powerful offensive ability in order to even stand a chance against this colossal cyborg. Gigan Rex looks to be another great iteration of the character, making Gigan one of the most interesting and most varied monsters in the Godzilla franchise. First off being a green chicken cyborg, then the badass bounty hunter, and now we're at the Red Gigan King, which could prove to be the strongest Gigan ever put to screen. A lot of what this creature can do is still a mystery until the short film releases in just a few days. Will he get a buzzsaw chest? What other abilities does he have? Teleportation? We can't wait to find out. And we'll be covering it all here at Dangerville, so remember to subscribe and stomp the notification button to become a resident of Dangerville today. Are you excited to see Gigan back in the limelight? Let us know in the comment section down below. And like this video, because if you do, I'll give you secrets about walking with Godzilla too. I've been Alistair, and we'll see you, residents, in the next one.